Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival. Today I got another awesome challenge video for you guys. What can you fit in an Altoids small tin? So if you missed my 5-pound survival kit video, make sure you go back a couple videos and check that one out. Chris Tanner from Prepared Mind 101 issued a challenge. What can you build in a survival kit that weighs 5 pounds or less? And it was a very fun challenge, and a lot of people on YouTube and on social media took part in the challenge. So today I'm going to show you what I put in my Altoids small tin. Now this isn't the regular size Altoids tin, this is the micro tin. So it's another challenge, and I hope some of you guys take part. So again, your kits should complement what you carry in other places. So I don't need to have like a knife in here, although I do have a razor blade. But on my keys, I generally will always have my keys with me. And on my keys, I have a pair of tweezers, a USB device, a little pry tool, a Swiss Army knife, which has scissors and a knife, and then a flashlight. So generally, I'm never going to be without my keys. So why reinvent the wheel? Although redundancy is good in survival, again, my kits are going to complement what I already carry. In my wallet, for example, I also have a backup knife and a pen. So again, I have redundancies in the things that I carry every day anyway, which would be my keys, my wallet, and a kit like this. So again, what I put in my micro tin will complement what I carry in other places. So wrapped around the tin, I have this piece of Velcro, which keeps the lid secure, and it just keeps it secure onto this lanyard that I have. I just have a key ring here and then some paracord. I have the paracord doubled up, and you can use this to adjust the length around your neck, for example, but it also allows you to carry more paracord in a smaller space. If I tighten this all the way up, it's sort of doubled up paracord. So as you guys all know, you can use paracord for lots of different things, and generally maybe I'll wear this around my neck, maybe I'll just throw it in my pocket, or maybe I'll throw it around the mirror in the car, for example, so that it's always within reach. So let's look at what's in the actual Altoids tin. We can open it up here, and right off the top, right on the top here, I have some things in these little straws. Now I don't have these sealed. Of course, you can seal liquid in straws, and that works really well. But these are just straws to sort of just organize things and hold them into place. So in this first tube here, I have some jute twine. Now you guys know that jute twine is a very great tinder. You can rough this up and expose a bunch of the surface area, and then it'll take a spark, and it'll help you get a fire established. So there's some jute twine. Then I also have a straw full of this hemp wax wick. Now I showed you guys this in one of my other survival tin videos. It's basically just this hemp wick, and I usually wrap this around lighters or something like that. But basically what this is it's a waxy wick that you can light on fire, and it stays lit for quite a while. So this stuff works great. This would, work as a candle, or, you can certainly use it to help you get a fire lit. Maybe you strike a match and then you light this up, and this will last for quite a while. I also have several Strike Anywhere matches. And then the striker for the matches, I just used some glue stick and glued it onto the top of the Altoids tin there, so I can just strike and light a fire. You could also use some of this jute twine and rough it up and put it in the lid, and then that would help you get maybe some other paper or something like that started on fire. So fire is pretty important to me, and so I always carry backup ways of getting a fire started. I just have a rubber band here. Rubber bands are very useful holding things together, and you could burn that as well. I just have a single Advil here. Again, I have first aid in some of my other kits, but this being just a small kit and something that I generally always have on me, it's good to have just a little bit of an Advil here in case I get a headache or something like that. I put that in there. Now I have some of this glow-in-the-dark duct tape. This stuff is really cool. It glows in the dark, and so that would be handy for, marking marking things at night. You can use this to put, on a plastic bag, for example, and then you could, make sort of makeshift grommets that won't rip, and you could, tie it up with the paracord or with safety pin that's also in here, and make yourself, a little hood or something like that to keep you out of the elements. I don't have a plastic bag in here, but plastic bags are pretty easy to find. You can pick up a lot of trash along the way, especially in an urban environment. So some glow-in-the-dark duct tape is very cool. And also I have some cotton here, which also is a great fire starter, but mainly what I have this in here for would be in place of Band-Aids. I don't have any Band-Aids in here, but what you can do is you can just take some of this cotton and put it on a wound and then tape it up with the duct tape. So instead of having Band-Aids in here, I use the cotton and the duct tape, and that works great as a makeshift bandage. I have a razor blade in here, always handy to have a way to cut something, and razor blades are nice and flat and they fit into a kit very easily. Then below that I have a alcohol wipe, very handy for cleaning surfaces, or if you do get a wound, you can clean that wound and then put some of the cotton on it and wrap it up with the duct tape. You could also use this as fire starter, although I have enough different methods of starting fire in here that I probably wouldn't use it that way. I have a water treatment tablet in here, so great for treating some water. I could fill this little tin up and treat it that way. Again, I don't have a container in here, but containers are pretty easy to find, so I have a way to treat some water if I came across a container. I have a little fishing kit in here, and in here has some spider wire. This is great stuff. It's a 12-pound test, so it's not very thick, but it's 24-pound as far as the strength goes. So you can use this as lashing. You could use it as dental floss. And then of course you could use it as fishing line. There's 20 feet here, so plenty of fishing line to tie to a stick. And then I have a snap swivel in there, a couple weights, and there's a couple small hooks in there as well. So here in Michigan, there's lakes everywhere, and so having a little kit like this, in all my kits is something that's important to me, and it makes it pretty easy to catch little fish that you could eat. Then in the bottom here, I just have a safety pin. Obviously very handy. You can make a makeshift hook out of this if you had to. Easy, it's great for pinning things together or holding things together. So tons of uses for things like a safety pin. Then of course the do-it-all tool, the paper clip. There's just tons and tons of different things you can use with a paper clip. You can use it as a poker. You can, obviously bend the wire in all different ways to conduct electricity. Tons of different things you can do with the paper clip, and it's super flat, so it certainly should be, one or two in every kit. I have a little needle here. Now I could use this needle with the cotton to make a makeshift compass. If I had to, I could cut it down or bend it and then make a little compass with it. So pretty handy to have a little needle. Also handy to get slivers out or something like that. And then I just have a sewing needle in the bottom here. And sewing needles are pretty important. I could use this again to get slivers out, but I can also use it with the fishing line to sew things up, sew a button back on, and just sew some fabric I might come across to make clothing or make a makeshift shelter. So pretty important to have a needle. So that's pretty much it for what I put in one of these micro Altoids tins. Again, it sort of complements the other gear that I carry, as well as having, some basics in here for fire backup, something to cover a wound if I got one. I do have a little fishing kit in there, and then of course kind of the MacGyver set of tools here for splinters and, odds and ends and things like that. So I think it's a pretty well-rounded kit for what you could fit in one of these tins, but I look forward to seeing what everybody else puts in theirs. Again, I carry things on my keys or in my wallet, which are always with me anyway. So I didn't feel the need to put a light in here or, a bigger knife or anything like that I've seen in some other people's kits. So hope you guys enjoyed that video today, taking a look at what I put in some of my kits, including an Altoids micro tin. If you do a video, let me know, and I'm gonna post all the videos on my forums at worldwidesurvival.com. Even if you don't have YouTube or don't create a video, you can still go over to the forums and post photos or something like that of a kit if you choose to make one. So again, it's another fun challenge, and I hope a bunch of you choose to do it. Please give this video a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you leave me some comments below. Please share this to any of your friends or family who might be interested on social media, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. If you guys want to follow me on Google+, Facebook, or Twitter, just click show more and you can see in the description all the links to give me a like or a follow. If you guys want to check out the forums at worldwidesurvival.com, I'll put a link to that below as well. As always guys, if you haven't subscribed, please click that red subscribe button for more videos.